Hey everybody, today we're going to whip out a holiday favorite, cranberry sauce. This one's going to come with all fresh ingredients. It'll be a little bit different than what you've probably had before. Now if you're like me, most of the cranberry sauce that you've had has come with the ridges, and you know what I'm talking about. So here's an ode to my childhood.
Growing up, I loved canned cranberry sauce. Sure, it was a little bit hard to get out of the can, but it was always an honor to be the one selected to carve up slices for everybody else. As far as traditions go, it rated right up there with putting olives on your fingertips and scaring your family.
Now this recipe is going to have a different mix of flavors than you're probably used to if you've been eating it out of a can. It's going to come with some apples, pear, oranges, and lots of layers of flavor that'll really add to the party at your next holiday gathering.
Start off with a pan over medium heat and add 3/4 cup of sugar. We're going to caramelize this, which is going to give it just a little bit of caramel flavor in our cranberry sauce. Go through all of your cranberries and you're going to want to get rid of any stems and any of the wrinkly ones that you won't want in your sauce. Now it'll caramelize, it'll start to melt and turn that beautiful golden brown color, but we're going to pull it off a little bit before you normally would if you're making caramel. The reason for that is because you don't want it to smoke. It'll ruin the sauce completely. So I'm going to stop it about right here and throw in the cranberries. These are going to start to pop and break open and break down a little bit, and then we'll be able to go to the next step. We're going to peel up an apple and a pear because that's going to change the texture a little bit and add some other flavors into our sauce. You can use any apple you want, but this pear, it came from my tree. It's supposed to be a winter pear, which means you put it down in your basement, you forget about it, and then you find out that it's rotten. This one I got lucky though and got it just perfect for the sauce. Next, you dice them up, and whatever size you want to be consistent though so they break down about the same rate. At this point, we're about 10 minutes into the cook, and you want to make sure that you keep everything mixing around to keep it from burning, but also to cook it evenly so that way all the cranberries pop. The other thing that you want to do is get a spatula or a wooden spoon, and you scrape the bottom. That'll get the caramel loose, and it'll also help it break down to make sure you don't have any crunchy bits in your sauce. After that, we're going to add a pinch of salt, an 1/8 teaspoon of anise, as well as a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Throw in your apple and your pear, mix it all around so that way it cooks up. Then we're going to throw in some orange zest. You want to make sure that you don't do this on a windy day or else you're going to be cleaning your camera lens like I had to do. Then with a kung fu grip, you take that same orange and you juice it. Put that fresh juice in there, which will deglaze the pan. It'll also add a little bit different sweetness into your sauce. About 10 minutes after you threw in the other ingredients, the sauce should be getting pretty thick, and you can tell by scraping the spoon across, and if the juices don't run together, you're getting pretty close. At this point, it's about ready to take off. I'm going to go ahead and throw it in my container. You can put this in the fridge and save it for later, or make it the same day if that's what you like. Pro tip, go ahead and amp up your breakfast. Take a little bit of yogurt, some of the cranberry sauce that you made, add some graham crackers or some granola, and you are going to have an awesome start to your day. So I had some extra pie crust and wanted to make Pop-Tarts after all. Just throw a little bit of leftover cranberry sauce in there, seal it up, and then bake it at 425 for 15 or 20 minutes until it's nice and golden brown.
One of the best parts about this recipe is it can be made a few days in advance so you're not rushing on the big day. So if you want to see more videos that you can make for the holidays, I'm going to put it right here in a playlist, so check it out.